Men are from Mars, Women are from Venus. The Classic Guide to Understanding the Opposite Sex by John Gray. Key point 1. Understanding and appreciating the inherent differences between men and women is crucial for harmonious relationships. The variations between the genders contribute to both the challenges and attractions within relationships. Men often tend to be rational executors, inclined to keep emotions to themselves, while women lean towards open communication and expressing their feelings. Relationship issues commonly arise when couples overlook the fact that their partner's behavior may not align with their own. Men, driven by a desire to fix problems immediately, may come across as overly macho or unnecessarily proactive in the eyes of many women, often neglecting the emotional aspect of their partner's needs. Conversely, women are naturally inclined to nurture and build, showcasing a genuine caregiving instinct. A typical scenario unfolds when a woman eagerly inquires about her husband's day, attentively listens to his detailed response, and seeks to connect with him emotionally through a comforting hug. While this approach is well-intentioned and helpful, it may not precisely fulfill a man's emotional desires. To navigate these differences successfully and minimize conflicts, couples must commit to comprehending and embracing the key distinctions between them. A man might interpret a woman's nurturing gestures as a subtle suggestion that he is incapable of caring for her, creating a sense of inadequacy. On the other hand, a woman may perceive a man's quick-fix approach as emotionally detached and unresponsive. This misalignment in communication styles can pose a challenge, potentially undermining even the strongest of relationships. Key point 2. Conflicts represent a natural aspect of human interactions, particularly within relationships where they often stem from simple misunderstandings. These misinterpretations can escalate into intricate and potentially harmful issues, ultimately jeopardizing the relationship if not addressed appropriately. Dr. Gray emphasizes that conflicts in relationships are common occurrences and should not serve as divisive factors, but rather as opportunities for personal and relational growth. In human interactions, conflicts are commonplace, but the key lies in finding resolutions through dialogue. Understanding the root causes of conflicts and learning how to avoid or manage them is crucial. Transparent and honest communication is the linchpin for conflict avoidance, requiring individuals to first comprehend themselves, including their love language, pet peeves, and relationship expectations. Once this self-assessment is completed, the focus shifts to understanding the partner. Conflict arises when individuals approach discussions without viewing them as opportunities for growth. The tendency to adopt an attack-defense mindset, solely considering one's perspective, contributes to a cycle where discussions are perceived as attacks, leading to defensive responses. Couples must create space for constructive dialogue to diminish the occurrence of heated arguments. Effectively managing conflict involves opting for open dialogue when avoidance is not possible. Within couples, conversations should be approached with love and a commitment to the relationship's well-being. It's essential to prevent discussions from devolving into messy fights by maintaining a shared focus on the priority of the conversation. In the upcoming chapters, we will delve into the complexities of couples, exploring relationship dynamics and the reasons behind conflicts. Additionally, we will discuss strategies for achieving mutual understanding and navigating the intricate aspects of romantic relationships. Key point 3. The conflict in the last chapter stemmed from a failure to grasp a fundamental truth. Men and women, though sharing common desires, often approach life and relationships with contrasting perspectives. Men typically value problem-solving, a skill honed throughout their lives, and they apply this mindset to their relationships. However, they may overlook the fact that women prioritize communication and a need to be heard. When a woman expresses a stressful day, men instinctively seek to offer solutions, not realizing that women may simply desire to talk and share their feelings. Conversely, women, valuing communication and nurturing, may offer suggestions to improve their partner's life as an expression of love. Unfortunately, this well-intentioned advice can make men feel a loss of control as they prefer to handle challenges independently. Men may interpret a woman's caring and nurturing nature as a display of weakness, potentially taking offense. Additionally, men and women handle stress differently. Men tend to internalize and seek solutions privately, while women often find relief through open communication. At the core of a woman's needs is the desire to be heard, understood, and appreciated. John Gray's quote underscores a common issue. The fear of not receiving support may lead a woman to inadvertently push away the very support she needs. For couples to thrive, it's crucial to acknowledge and respect the inherent differences between men and women. Understanding that these distinctions exist can pave the way for healthier communication, fostering an environment where both partners feel heard and supported. Key point 4. Effective communication is a crucial component for a happy marriage, and many problems leading to breakups or divorces often trace back to inadequate communication between partners. Simply talking may not encompass the full scope of communication within a relationship. While a solitary life may suit men without familial responsibilities, this mindset evolves as they age and desire companionship. However, the fear of vulnerability hinders them from fully sharing themselves. Conversely, women, fearing unworthiness, tend to compensate by giving abundantly in relationships. This fear of rejection is overshadowed by the dread of feeling undeserving, prompting them to keep giving until it becomes overwhelming. For men, the key is to listen attentively and respond in a way that encourages their partners to feel safe and continue sharing. When men are stressed, they often withdraw into silence, leaving women unsure about how to approach the situation. Learning to listen becomes crucial during these times, emphasizing that communication involves both speaking and listening, and non-verbal cues play a significant role. Navigating the busy two-way street of communication requires a clear understanding of certain rules. These include offering and accepting criticism with care and love, making clear statements to avoid misunderstandings, avoiding blame when expressing feelings, recognizing and respecting the differences between partners, and being prepared to offer words of support and encouragement. It's worth noting that research from Deakin University's Australian Centre on the Quality of Life has revealed that some younger couples report lower levels of happiness compared to those who have been married for an extended period. This highlights the importance of effective communication in maintaining a happy and fulfilling marriage. Key point 5. Men and women approach love and relationships differently, and understanding these distinctions is key to fostering a successful connection. When a man is in love, he may exhibit a behavior of pulling away, similar to stretching a rubber band. This withdrawal is driven by various factors, such as a perceived loss of identity within the relationship or feeling overwhelmed by emotional, physical, or mental pressure from his partner. Despite this distancing, it's crucial for women to realize that his retreat is not a sign of diminished love or disinterest. Instead, it serves as a reassessment, and he often returns closer to his partner after this brief retreat. Women are advised not to judge, blame, or pursue him during this time, as it may push him further away. In contrast, women's love is likened to a wave, with emotions blooming, rising, peaking, crashing, and then rising again. The peak represents a period of bliss, followed by a sudden downturn when the wave crashes. Dr. John Gray describes this downturn as akin to being in a dark well within one's consciousness, leading to feelings of depression and a temporary reluctance to give or receive love. In these moments, a man's role is not to place blame, especially on himself, but to maintain a consistent level of love that the woman can respond to. By loving her during this phase, he helps bring her back to the peak of the emotional wave. The key to a successful relationship, according to Dr. John Gray, lies in respecting and accepting these differences between men and women. When both partners can acknowledge and appreciate each other's unique perspectives and responses to love, the relationship has the potential to blossom and thrive. Key point 6. In a relationship, addressing emotional needs, adapting to changes, and effectively navigating arguments are crucial activities. It's vital for both men and women to recognize and appreciate the different kinds of love they need. Dr. John Gray identifies 12 types of love, with men seeking trust, acceptance, appreciation, admiration, approval, and encouragement, while women desire caring, understanding, respect, devotion, validation, and reassurance. Understanding and fulfilling these distinct needs contribute to a more harmonious relationship. One common pitfall in relationships is the misconception that partners are giving ample love, but not receiving it in return. This misunderstanding often arises because individuals tend to offer the kind of love they desire, not necessarily what their partners need. Recognizing the inherent differences between men and women is crucial in addressing this challenge and fostering satisfaction in both partners. While arguments are inevitable in relationships, they can be minimized through loving and respectful communication. The content of arguments often stems from a temporary break in romance during disagreements, leading to the expression of hurtful words driven by anger. To reduce arguments, couples should focus on maintaining loving and respectful communication. It's essential to choose words carefully, approach discussions with love and respect, and remember that the problem is the adversary, not the partner. By prioritizing mutual understanding and respectful dialogue, couples can navigate challenges more effectively and build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. In conclusion, the understanding of the inherent differences between men and women is paramount for resolving relationship issues. Dr. John Gray emphasizes that, despite their good intentions, couples often face challenges due to communication gaps. Recognizing that men and women may express themselves differently but often mean the same things is a key insight. Bridging this gap involves learning each other's languages through intentional and attentive efforts fostered by open and honest discussions. The journey of a relationship typically begins with bliss and romance, but can end abruptly if couples fail to acknowledge and accept their differences. The refusal to understand and respect these distinctions can lead to strain, frustration, and resentment. However, conflicts are not inevitable doom. They are fixable if both partners identify and respect their differences, choosing to work together rather than walk away. When conflicts arise, the focus should be on fixing the problem and facilitating relationship growth. Constructive arguing, aimed at correction and growth rather than destruction, is crucial for surviving conflicts and emerging stronger, healthier, and happier. It's important to avoid attacking the other person and instead focus on addressing the problem at hand. A practical suggestion for rekindling the magic in a relationship involves writing daily love letters to your partner, expressing appreciation for specific aspects each day. This exercise helps to reconnect with the small, meaningful moments and reinforce the positive aspects of the relationship. By fostering understanding, open communication, and a commitment to growth, couples can navigate their differences and build lasting, fulfilling relationships.